Yeah, buddy. Give me some of that, buddy. Give me some of that, buddy. What up, baby? Let's get that one time in before we get going. I want to get excited for this video. Uh-oh. Fatal speed. Fatal with speed. I don't even know if that's an upgrade. However, 6-star fatal for the 5 slot for 147. Chances are I'm going to have to buy that. Oh. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know who it's an upgrade for, but fuck it. We're going live. 140k is it's like an hour's worth of farming in a secret dungeon or whatever. I don't even know, but it's 140k. No big deal. We can do it. All right. Everybody, get ready for one of my favorite topics to talk about of all time. It's time to get violent. It's time to get swifty. Episode 15, Critical Thinking with Childish. We are going to talk about Fatal versus Swift. Boom. Let's get it. All right. So, before we even get into this, let's go ahead and let's provide the credit where credit is due. For those of you that do follow the App Invasion forums, you will know that our man in honor here, I can't pronounce his name, it's a Dakimus. I'm going to call him Dak for short right now. Dak with Clan Ubiquitous provided a really in-depth topic or information regarding the violent and swift. He was in that same ballpark as me, or thought process me, is that when we're trying to take a look at the top people in our game, we see the trends, we see what kind of setups they use, we see what kind of runes they use on a regular basis or whatever. And there is no doubt that the majority of the top level people, in addition to myself and Dak and many others, really, really love units with the violence set. And why is that? Why is that considered so great, right? Because it's random, it's RNG. Why risk it? Why even why even put that in put that in perspective, right? What's the deal? Well, we're gonna try to clear the waters here and provide you a little bit of information with regards to that. So we've talked about Fatal versus Rage. Now we're gonna get into the the violent versus Swift. So again, shout out to Dak and everybody with Clan Ubiquitous for providing some great content over there on appinvasion.com. If you guys haven't checked it out, get over to that website and hop on it. Get on it. All right. So this information is going to be provided by Dak. I'm going to do a summary of his information. This is an overall summary. If you want the nitty-gritty, check out that website. Okay. So violent versus swift. Why is it better? What situations is it better, and why is Swift, or what situations can Swift be better? So, as you guys well know, my particular, actually, we'll probably just go to this screen right here. Oh, nope. There you go. So I just put my arena offense in there right now. As you know, I run. My ultimate goal here is basically to get Megan up as her speed as much as possible, so that my Lucian can essentially go first. I have my Lucian with the best of runes so that I can do the most amount of damage right away. Ignoring defense is it is what it is. Call it OP, call it whatever you want, but it is part of the game, and it obviously is a game changer when it comes to arena fights. You can have some average units here and there, but when you get units in the game with ignoring defense, it makes a change. So what I do is try to maximize on the units that I utilize that are AoE based, but not only AoE based, but ignore defense, which is going to be Lucian. So units that basically like Megan, like Chloe, like the Wind Griffin, any type of crowd control monster. The Water Sylph, the Phantom Thief, and that's a Water Phantom Thief, by the way, the one that decreases the attack gauge. Any of those that are relying on getting in the first turn so that you can buff up your team as attack gauge or reduce the opponent's attack gauge is going to be crucial for Swift. That's something that you want to get Swift on, because you want that you want that to be, you don't want that to be based on RNG. You want that to be hitting that speed every single time, making sure you're the first to attack, no questions asked. Okay, but as Dak has put it here, for the long, drawn-out fights, your regular PvE fights, the regular healers and stuff like that. At the end of the day, it just pretty much comes down to the number of turns you get, and the violent set is going to beat Swift in that department. So, what he basically provided us in the forums is that when you're calculating Swift runes, right? When you're calculating the bonus, okay, we understand that the bonus gives us a 25% bonus in attack. Bonus in speed, okay? But what some people don't understand is that the bonus, the 25% bonus, is attached to the base speed of the unit, okay? So, I think I made a comparison in one of my previous videos. If Lucian and Jameer were to have exactly 150 speed total, their base speed plus whatever it is to equal in speed, okay, and they were both set up with Swift, Jameer is always going to go first, regardless of the fact that they both have 150 speed. Why? Because Swift has 25% increase to base attack speed, not your total speed. Okay, so even though you can get additional speed from the substats and the 2-slot rune, it is all about the base stat of your monster, which is why units such as Chloe that have a super high base speed, you can definitely see the benefit in utilizing a Swift set, because the 25% is going to go a little bit longer way on that. Okay, the violent set. All right, the violent set is the only is the set that allows you to calculate or generate the amount of turns based on the total speed versus just the base speed. So it's going to factor in not only your base speed, but the actual speed, the speed and the substats that you get. Okay, it's going to actually, how do I say here? Yeah, that's pretty much what it comes down to. So with Swift set, the 25% increase is going to be based on your base speed plus, and then on the side plus the base stats. But the violent set is going to be based on the total speed that you have all together. All right, and so why is this a big thing, and why do you see it in some of the high-end arenas or whatnot? Because with the arena defense, arena offense, as you guys seen in many of my fights, violent being RNG is very, very unpredictable. And there is a very, very small probability or a very, very small chance, but you do have a chance to have an opportunity to, go 3, 4, 5, 6 times in a row. I've seen my Hua go at least 6 to 7. I have seen a Wind Rakshasa go upwards of 12 times in a row. It's uncontrollable. It's crazy. It's sick. But it can happen. And because of that can, it can go both ways, but that can be a game changer when you're coming to, utilizing it for arena offense. But in arena defense, the unpredictability has been very, very huge. Think about, if you guys have followed me for a while, think about the recent video for the Violent Spec Chow. Think about the recent videos of the Violent Spec Zyros, the Violent Spec Ramagos. I got Rick rolled because I couldn't keep up with them. And, all they needed was 1 or 2 extra random turns to get their main attack up and beat the shit out of me. So it's very, very crucial in the end game, because that level of unpredictability makes it very, very hard for you to select a team to attack. You can always, kind of guesstimate what you think a certain person is, speccing their units based on how they set up their team. But what you can't really see is, truthfully, what runes they have. And so if somebody does throw the violent runes in the mix, that can make or break your team, because you don't know. You're not going to find out until you see that additional turn proc. So it's very, very cool. I love the fact that he provided this information. I don't think there really is anything else to point out. This is not one of those very showcasey kind of ones, because I don't have a lot of those units that utilize a lot of swift versus violent. Just a couple here, but I am definitely working on trying to get my violent runes, and now I'm able to auto B7. So hopefully I'll be able to get some more runes and get some more units with the violent spec, so you guys can see for yourself if you haven't seen it already with all the top end arena players. So yeah, but I think that's pretty much it. I don't really know what else to throw out there. I think that kind of covers it. If you have any questions with regards to the mathematics, I will go ahead and put a link down below to the thread that he put explaining the mathematics. I'll tell you straight up, I am not a mathematician. As I've joked in my last Man Crush Monday video, I'm a competitive bodybuilder. The only thing I understand is how to lift weights and how to eat protein. You know what I'm saying? This is all mathematics for me. Is all very new to me, but I think when you guys take a look at how he lays it out, you'll understand it a little bit better than me. So, but again, as long as you get the big picture and understand that violent is a nice factor in arena defense, as well as the long, drawn-out fights in player versus player, Tower of Ascension, all those things, they can be, then you can kind of better, plan ahead. So, for those that are new, because I know that this is, a lot of you people are very into the game. I've been playing for a while, but you're not really sure. It's like, oh yeah, these violent runes, I keep on hearing about them, but how do I get them, right? So, even though you can't see it here, it just says the vampire force, whatever. The Dragon's Lair is going to be the main place to get the violent runes. All right. And then, of course, the Giants is where you're going to find the Swift runes. All right. And you're going to find the more common runes: the Fatal, the Rage, the Blade, the Swift, the Focus, and the Despair runes. And then, of course, basically every other rune is going to be in the Dragon's Lair: the Vampire, Violent, the Endure, the Guard, and those new runes. I haven't seen any of the new runes drop in Giants. It's just been the Dragon's Lair. So for those that are kind of curious as to where you get those, that is the case. That is where you want to do it. However, I can't lie to you and say that I've been able to farm it exclusively. 99% of my runes have come from this bad boy. This is why I save my money. This is the only reason for me to save my money, to get myself nice 6-star runes, but I'm definitely looking for 5-star violent runes or better. I'll go as low as 5-star for certain violent runes if the substats are what I want. Alrighty. So again, we'll go ahead and conclude right there. Episode 15 of Critical Thinking with Childish. Information provided by Dak from Clan Ubiquitous. Any and all information regarding this topic is going to be able to be found on the App Invasion forums. Take a look at the link below. Click it. Take a look at it. Make an account. Come talk to us. Come hang out with us. That's what we do. All right? You check it out. You get all the information if you're all about that mathematician, okay? If not, that's all I got for you, all right? Thanks again for tuning in, guys. I appreciate all your support. Episode 15 is in the bag. This your boy Childish for ChildishPlays checking out. Take care, and we'll see you next time. I'm out.